brand strategy and why it matters. You probably think you probably think brand strategy is about logos and colors. It's not. Brand strategy is about positioning yourself in the marketplace so that the right clients naturally choose you and the wrong ones don't bother trying. It's the difference between a therapist who attracts burned out high achievers looking to slow down versus a therapist who attracts anyone who needs help and then spends all their energy managing expectations. It's the difference between a financial advisor who exclusively works with tech founders versus ones who say, we work with individuals, and ends up with a random portfolio of clients with competing needs. I created the brand hype framework back in 2017 because I kept seeing the same pattern. When a service business had a real traction, when they were busy, when clients referred friends, when they could charge what they were worth, it was always because they figured out their positioning, not their logo, not their color palette, their positioning. They'd figured out who they were, who they served, and why those things matched. The tension pairs, how positioning actually works. Positioning happens in tensions, 4 specific ones. You're on a spectrum between craftsman versus innovator. Do you do deep, bespoke work, or do you solve problems in new ways? Inclusive versus exclusive. Do you serve everyone, or do you choose your clients carefully? Rebel versus traditional. Do you challenge the status quo, or do you honor what's proven? Minimalist versus luxury. Do you offer clean, simple solutions, or do you offer premium, comprehensive ones? Here's the thing, you can't be the middle of all 4. The middle is invisible. A craftsman inclusive, traditional, minimalist therapist, that's not a positioning. That's every therapist. Nobody knows what makes them different. But a craftsman inclusive therapist, somebody who loves the study of many therapeutic models and works to tailor them to each individual. That's interesting. That attracts people who want deep personalized work, value, accessibility, are tired of the latest therapy trends and don't need or want a luxury office. See how that works? The archetype pairing created a combined sense that this is the one, not just another option, the specific right fit. Real examples of this in practice. A real estate agent, exclusive luxury traditional, focuses on high-end properties in established neighborhoods. Inclusive craftsman rebel, works with first-time homebuyers who want non-traditional spaces. Both are successful. They're not competing. They attract completely different people. A financial advisor, traditional exclusive minimalist, focuses on comprehensive portfolios for established clients. Innovator, inclusive rebel, works with young entrepreneurs using alternative investment strategies. Again, different market, different clients, different conversations. A coach, craftsman inclusive minimalist, deep work, affordable prices, simple methodology. Innovator, exclusive, luxury, cutting edge approaches, select clients, premium investment. The point, you're not trying to appeal to everyone. You're trying to appeal so clearly to your specific people that they recognize themselves in your positioning. Well, why staying out of the middle matters. When you try to be everything, traditional and innovative, inclusive and exclusive, luxury and minimalist, you end up being nobody. Your potential client can't figure out if you're for them. Your messaging becomes generic. You attract a random mix of clients who don't fit well together. You spend all your energy managing expectations instead of doing great work. But when you choose, when you say, we are craftsmen and rebel and inclusive and minimalist, something shifts. Clarity creates confidence. Your ideal clients recognize themselves. The one who doesn't fit self-select out, which is a gift, not a loss. And your pricing suddenly makes sense. You're not competing on price, you're the specific right choice for people who want exactly what you offer. The brand type quiz exists for this reason. There are 16 possible combinations of these tensions. Not all of them are equally strong. Some are more neutral than others, but most of them create clear, compelling positioning. The brand type quiz helps you figure out which one you actually are. Not which ones you wish you were, but which archetype pairing reflects how you actually work and who you actually attract. Most people can sense this intuitively, but putting it into words is harder. This quiz does that translation. More importantly, once you know your archetype pairing, everything else becomes easier. Your messaging, your design, your pricing, your ideal client profile, your hiring, your partnerships, everything flows from positioning. How this changes your business. Let me be specific about what changes when you have real brand strategy. Your ideal clients find you faster because your positioning is clear. The people you're actually meant to serve recognize themselves. 2, you can charge what you're worth because you're not competing on price, you're offering something specific. 3, your team knows how to say no because you have a clear filter for what fits your positioning and what doesn't. Your marketing is easier because you're not trying to appeal to everyone. 5, you attract clients you actually want to work with because they're the ones your positioning speaks to. 6, referrals increase because clients who fit you well naturally refer people like them. The fisherman principle. A fisherman doesn't use the same bait for every fish. You don't catch trout with the same lure you use for bass. You don't catch bass the same way you catch pike. You have to understand that each fish wants what appeals to them and offer the specific bait that will attract them. Same with clients. You're not trying to use better bait for all fish. You're deciding which fish you want to catch and offering exactly what they're looking for. Your brand strategy is your bait. Make it specific, make it clear, make it irresistible to the fish you actually want. What happens next? The brand type quiz is the first step. It helps you and your team get aligned on what your actual positioning is. From there, everything else, design, messaging, website, pricing, flows from that clarity. You stop being generic. You start being specific, and specific is what converts.